If you believe a better world starts from within, you're in the right place. Welcome to Hold the Light. I'm Lori Gunning-Grossman, founder of Hold the Light Collective. This is a special series, a guided exploration of the Freedom Transmissions, a spiritual book about building a strong inner foundation so you can show up more authentically in your life and in the world. Let's begin. The Chalice and Vessel of Freedom, pages 405 through 416, and The Covenant, pages 417 to 418. Today, I'm focusing on the final chapter of Transmission 8 and also Transmission 9 as a closing reflection. While Transmission 9 isn't a full episode, it holds profound significance in this journey that we've been on, so I'll address it at the end, because as we've learned, Transmission 9 is you. This final offering is about freedom, but it challenges the way that we often perceive it. We tend to think of freedom as something external, something to be won, taken, or given. But here we learn that true freedom is an internal state of being. It's not something we wait for. It's not something we fight for. It is something we become. That shift in perception, it's up to each of us. As we move through this chapter, have your Freedom Transmissions personal process page ready. You'll be guided to reflect and write. This is the Chalice and Vessel of Freedom and the Covenant. True freedom requires responsibility, both in our human experience and our spiritual experience. Many take freedom for granted, assuming it is simply their right. But the moment we feel entitled to freedom, rather than tending to it with care and awareness, it can disappear as quickly as it came. Freedom is not something that happens to us. It is something we cultivate through presence, consciousness, and effort. This chapter also confronts the illusion of freedom, the mistaken belief that freedom means having unlimited power, endless choices, or control over others. Many people chase this fantasy freedom, believing that more choices, more success, more control will bring liberation. But again, this is an illusion. It leads to endless desire, frustration, and regret because it's based on external conditions, not an internal state of peace. True freedom is not about getting everything we want. It is about no longer being ruled by wanting. As we've learned throughout this entire process, freedom is an inner journey. We cannot find it in the world around us. We must find it within. And yet, throughout history, humanity has fought endless wars over freedom, battles for land, beliefs, and even peace itself. But as the book suggests, whenever freedom is won through war, it is fragile and temporary. When one group gains freedom, another often loses, and so the cycle of struggle continues. Why has the world never truly found peace? Because we've been fighting for it in the wrong way. The real battle is internal. The only fight that leads to lasting peace is the fight for forgiveness. And this is not a battle won with force. It's one with surrender. It is the hardest battle of all, not against an external enemy, but against our own ego, resistance, and wounds. Forgiveness is the doorway to peace, and peace is the essence of divine freedom. Unlike wars that create winners and losers, forgiveness frees everyone. True freedom is not about overthrowing others or proving ourselves right. It is about releasing the chains, anger, fear, separation, and illusion. For centuries, the world has fought battles that could never truly be won because the real war was never outside of us. It's always been within. So the offering shares this. You are the vessel of light now. The responsibility of freedom does not belong to someone else. It belongs to you. not through suffering, not through sacrifice, and not through war, but through inner transformation, through kindness, compassion, and through the choice to live in peace rather than conflict. True freedom, it's not about fighting the war. It is about ending it within ourselves first, and then in the world. The offering says, through presence, you become conscious that you are consciousness itself. And if you have found your way here, you have a purpose to serve. The peace within you, it's not just a gift, it's a responsibility. You're being called to embody it, to live in the light of consciousness, to choose peace, to recognize that freedom is not something that happens to you. It's something you create from within. And though this may sound like a contradiction, these words are shared with us here. The truth is this: there is nothing to have faith in, for you are faith. There is nothing to forgive or be forgiven for. There never was, for you are forgiveness. There's nothing to be free from, for you are freedom. You are already free. So go forth and reveal and unfurl your beautiful tapestry within the tapestry of the web of life. In this chapter, you're asked to do some writing with your Freedom Transmissions personal process page, found on pages 409 and 411. After that, you're led into a final meditation, the invocation of the light, and this is found at the 25:35 mark in the audiobook. And then, after that meditation, you're given a blessing, so keep listening in the audiobook or go read the blessing on page 415. It is a blessing and message that I invite for you to experience this on your own. These words, and then the words found in Transmission 9, are really not for me to speak to or summarize. These are the final moments to this entire journey, and a deeply personal one. Transmission 9 is called the Covenant. And again, as we've learned, Transmission 9 is you. So there is a covenant for you to sign in realization and completion of this sacred journey. And this is between you and Yeshua. It brings it all home. This is your moment where you commit to upholding your service as a holder of the light. And so we come to the end of this journey as we begin a new one. This has been a journey of transformation from the inside out, an internal alignment. The pathway to peace is not outside of us. It exists within. Through this journey, we have been learning how to embrace our divine nature while dismantling the illusion self. We are the ones now carrying wisdom, light, and transformation. And with that comes responsibility. This is a divine invitation to fully embody unconditional love, not just for yourself, but for those who came before you, for those who walk with you, and for those who will come after. This is a journey of rising, reclaiming, and remembering. It's an acknowledgement that the divine is not separate, not distant, not something to be reached, but something alive within us. And with that realization comes the power to walk forward in joy, in peace, in the full embodiment of the light we already are. This is the pathway to peace. This is freedom. So, go forth in your life as the 9th transmission, peace. A new journey begins now. My friends, this has been such a joy sharing this space with you. Keep tuning in for more conversations and ideas around spiritual and personal growth here on Hold the Light. And share this with a friend. And also share your experience with me. I would love to hear from you. All links and information are in the show notes. Thanks for listening. Keep holding the light. If this series is resonating with you, I'd love to stay connected. Visit holdalightcollective.com to sign up for my weekly newsletter, Build the Light. It's where I share good news for the soul, plus my latest events and offerings. All links are in the show notes. And if this podcast has meant something to you, the most generous thing you can do is share it with someone. Hold the Light is produced by me, Lori Gunning-Grossman, with additional producing and sound design by Jonathan Grossman, who also wrote our original theme music. Until next time, keep holding the light.